Confidence is your best accessory. There is nothing else you need. The only thing you need to wear well is your confidence. Confidence truly is the key to getting ahead in life. If you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you. Because perception is reality. I don't think confidence is something that you are born with. I don't think confidence it's a skill set. And I had no confidence growing up. As a child, I had very low self-esteem.
I was a kid full of fear, insecurities, somebody who had very low self-esteem, didn't believe in myself at all. The only thing that I knew that I had was the ability to work bloody damn hard. And that's the only thing that I did.
Confidence is something I taught myself over the years. I started becoming okay with who I am. I became the best version of me. And then I sort of said, I'm okay, I'm all right. Your flaws are fine. No one is perfect. None of us. We all have bad days. We're all gonna feel like shit sometimes. You're all gonna have bad days, and that's fine. We have this crazy standard, especially with the internet, where everything has to be perfect all the time, and we have to look perfect, we have to behave perfect, we have to say the right things. Everyone screws up, and that's all right. Laugh through it, don't take yourself too seriously, and make sure that you don't live for someone else's validation. It's your validation that you need.
Be yourselves. Guys, it's great to be you.
Whatever you might want to be, that is the best version of you. So you drop stuff around, or you are a clumsy and you're a klutz, but it's you. And that's what makes you special. We are going through our problems as a world right now because that's what we do. Because we put people in boxes, because we stereotype, because we say everyone who's like this will be like that. But not in my experience. Nothing is a straight line. And we need to stop looking at the world like that. Diversity shouldn't even be a conversation. It should be normal. When we look around this room, there's not one kind of person. I don't even see one kind of person in one row. And that's our normal. We've forgotten that eventually we're all human. It's this one little planet that we have, which in this big universe is really tiny. So we should stop giving ourselves so much importance and saying, oh, well, you're better than me or I'm better than you. We all are basically humanity. And let's go back to that and bring compassion and kindness into beauty and not be so hard on ourselves or other people.
The world is your oyster. If I, a girl from a small town like Bareilly, from an army officer's family, middle class background, can today be a movie star giving an inspirational speech to you, today be debuting in America as an international pop star, can't any one of you do it? If I can do it, you can do it, right? The world is your oyster.
Finding our own confidence. No one is going to give that to you. No one is going to tell you, here's an opportunity, go make something of yourself. You're going to do it for you. I just love growing. Like I said, I think growing is a very important thing. And when I was very young, I started working when I was 17 years old. You need to be responsible for your finances and be financially independent. And that kind of really stuck with me. I just love what I do. And I'm good at it. And I love the ability to wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, I get to go to work. I mean, how many people in their lifetimes do a job that they love doing? Most people do it for survival. Kicha, we need to feed our families, we need to survive. But to wake up with, my feet and my fingers tingling and say, wow, I have this to do, I have that to do today. And it's an amazing feeling and I don't take it for granted.
I'm a high achiever. I've always been a high achiever. I'm someone who is goal-oriented. I like challenges. I like growth. I like evolution. I like knowledge. So when you put all of those things combined, I have a lot more I want to do. I've had multiple things that haven't worked out in my life. I mean, I just don't talk about them. I'm not someone who rests on my failures. I believe that they are a natural part of life and failure will happen to every single person. And what you do after failure, that makes you the person that you will become.
I've always said that I'm ambitious, and that's my sense of purpose, is my drive, is my contribution to the arts. That's where I feel like I'll have most purpose. And, that's just my quest, is always that, to push the envelope.
I don't really have regrets, but I have to say, I think my biggest achievement, I feel, is honestly the ability to get over my fears. I'm hugely emotional and I get affected by a lot of things, and I know I come across as this tough, sassy, witty thing, but I do think that is a big part of keeping myself protected and surviving. I've always had to do it for myself. There's not been anyone who's held a safety net for me in all the decisions that I've taken. So I think my biggest achievement is to trust my feet, to trust my legs, to trust my instinct, and say, even if I fall, it's okay, it'll be my mistake. There's only one you, okay? Because there's no one like you. And I don't mean the superfluous, superficial parts. I'm talking about the core of you, who you are inside, your values, your beliefs, your flaws. And once you understand who really that person is, you would have taken the first step in finding your unique self. And that is the best version of you. Who am I really? Most often, we don't allow ourselves the ability to dream beyond our imagination. We don't allow ourselves to think about the future because we are afraid of change. We are afraid to move away from what is familiar. Either that, or sometimes, we are too rigid to let our dreams evolve. Just loosen up, shake it off a little bit. Change is the only constant thing in life, and you are never too old or never too experienced to learn something new. Believe that you have everything already as your Brahmastra in your will to be able to be and achieve your dreams. Be fearless. Funny thing, these opportunities, they don't come very often. They come far and few in between. But when they do we recognize them? Our job is to recognize them and make the most of them. I look back on all the things that I've done and I marvel at the opportunities that came my way. More like the universe sort of guiding me towards these opportunities. All I had to do was recognize them and make sure I worked so hard that I squeezed every drop out of these opportunities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called drive. It's called ambition. Be greedy. Be greedy for your ambitions. Be hungry for it. Don't live on someone else's benchmarks. I've always believed that you have to take risks, calculated, educated risks, to evolve. Because if you've not truly explored the full extent of your possibilities, you'll always remain stagnant.
Excellence is the pursuit of my life in anything that I do. My ambition gives me purpose, and I think purpose is very important in life. You have to have a sense of purpose. Whatever that might be, it could be your children, it could be your family, it could be your career, it could be anything. I think my purpose is the pursuit of excellence in anything that I do. I don't like doing anything less than perfect. I want them to say that I left behind a legacy. I want my kids to feel like, proud to say that that's our mom. I want people to say that I made a dent in my art, in entertainment, in my profession. I think people confuse discipline with punctuality sometimes, but that's not what discipline is. Discipline is being prepared. Discipline is riyaz. Discipline is training. Discipline is learning. Discipline is knowing that if I'm going to do a job, I'm going to give it my 120%, otherwise I'm not going to do it. One mistake can cause a big butterfly effect. Learn to be like water. Adaptable, fit into any vessel, have a sense of calm, have a sense of patience. But ambition is extremely important. And I don't just say this to girls, I say this to boys and girls. Just everyone who wants to be able to have a purpose in life, have an ambition, have the guts to find your glory.